team that is the biggest faller of the week. The team that has went from the best team in last week's NFL power rankings all the way down to number 7. This team was on a 11-game losing streak before losing to the Buffalo Bills 48-42 last Sunday. Now, the main reason why I have them falling down so far is because of their injury issues. I understand the system. I understand next man up. I understand this, and this. But at some point, the Detroit Lions have to understand that they are not the most powerful team in the NFL right now because of the injuries. David Montgomery going down might have been the straw that broke the camel's back. And that is why I do have them dropping so low. Also added to the injury list was Carlton Davis with the jaw issue and McNeil with a torn ACL. So 3 more guys added on to their already 15, 16, 18 guys on the IR. But coming in at number 7 this week, I do have the Detroit Lions.
I like this. I think they deserve this drop, dude. They haven't played well as of late. I think at this point, we always say that best man up, but they're running out of players. And, like, you can't really best man up when you don't have the players. At this point, they could only win by shootout, I think. They're the type of team that they have the talent on offense. So the only way they're going to win from going forward, I think, they can't rely on the defense at all. That's why the Lions went for that stupid onside kick, because they knew that Josh Allen was going to get the ball and he was going to score on them, and they didn't want to give the ball back. I know it was a stupid call, and this is kind of things that Campbell does. And so I think they deserve this drop.
Yeah, and just to add to your point there, Mark, the only reason why this game was legitimately close was because the Buffalo Bills did play a cover 2 prevent zone coverage in the whole fourth quarter, giving the Lions some ability to score. Afi, what are your thoughts about Lions to sit at number 7?
I think it's too far of a drop. I don't know exactly where I'd put them, but I think that's too far of a drop. I do, think that Dan Campbell, continues to make bonehead decisions. And, he's gotten away with it a lot this year, but this one, definitely got to him. It was something they couldn't overcome. It brings me back the thoughts to last year's playoff games. At a certain point, you got to take his headset away from him in games like these, because he's going to cost his team. And when you asked the question earlier, who needs to win and needs that number 1 seed more, this team has to play. The only away game they can win is in Minnesota. I think that's the only chance, because it's a dome. But this team has to have home field advantage in order for them to make the Super Bowl, and go from there. God, I can't even imagine Dan Campbell coaching in the Super Bowl. Guy's going to come out and win the toss and defer to the second half, and he's going to end up trying an onside kick to start the game.
Yeah, it would not shock me one bit. On the bright side, the Kansas City Chiefs did release Clyde Edwards-Helaire back on Monday, so maybe the Lions might pull some magic and pick him up, but he is dealing with some PTSD since last season, since he's been robbed. But we'll decide that later. Laura says, whoa, Buck, put down the man juice. They drop it down way too low. And Laura says, what? That's too big of a drop. Josh Olson says, I have the Lions at number 3. So, Josh, that tells me that the Lions would beat 27, 28 other teams in the NFL right now. I don't think they could beat the Minnesota Vikings right now. I don't think they can beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't think they can beat the Buffalo Bills. Hell, I don't think they could beat the Green Bay Packers right now. The Lions are a decimated team, and they're not a very powerful, very good team right now. I'm not saying they haven't done great things. 12-2 is a great record, but you have to project moving forward, project looking forward into week 16. They're not a very solid team right now. They're riddled with injuries. And Laura says, unfortunately, Buck, you are correct about the injuries. Of course I'm correct. I'm always correct. Jeez.
Gosh. Don't tell him that, Laura.
Jim says, Hoffy, are you okay? You look exasperated by this. If you ever won a Madden game, show up and practice in Detroit.
What the hell does that mean?
Means you look confused. Means you're upset. Means you're just like, really? Bro?
I get that part. What's the second part?
If you ever won a Madden game, because basically what he's saying, if you won a Madden game, that means you have some type of NFL skills. You have some NFL mindset. Come to Detroit Lions practice facility, and they might have a spot for you because people keep dropping like flies. Okay. Okay.
Hey, I am 5'9".
Hoppy's a little slow.
I am 5'9", 250. I mean, I'm built like Derrick Henry, so hand me the ball.
You wish.
Hoffy, Derrick Henry is 6'3", 260. So just want to put that out there.
Right, but I got this. All right, we got the Hoffy height, but the Henry size.
Spoiler,
you ain't nothing close, bro.
Spoiler, guys. Hoffy is 5'7", 145 pounds, soaking wet. Ryan says, I feel that the Vikings are the number 2 spot. When you know, you really need to step back and look at their depth chart. It's a no-brainer. Ryan is high on his Vikings. You need to slow it down, baby. They coming. Or are they? Maybe they dropped down to the top 5. Who knows? John says they do have the most points in the NFL because their defense is not very good. Just say it.
I told you, shootouts, man.
Shootouts, yeah.
What does offensive scoring have to do with defense?
Means our defense can't stop a bloody nose, Hoffy.
Yeah, I was going to say they have none.
I understand that, but just their offense is the highest scoring team because their defense is not good. That's not why their offense is the highest scoring team. Their offense is the highest scoring team because their offense is good.
He is saying that their offense has to score that many points to win games. Otherwise, they'll take the foot off the gas, right, and let it coast in there, right?
No cap.
So coming in at number 7, do have the Detroit Lions. Coming in at number 6,